Hi, and welcome to Bearing in Mind Beer Reviews. I am doing a series of beers from Minoh Brewery in Minoh, Japan, just north of Osaka. And we're in the middle of that series of 5 of their regular beers. Minoh's regular beers include a pale ale, a pilsner, a weizen, a stout, and a double IPA. Today, we will look at their stout. But first, a little about Minoh Brewery. They're one of the older craft beer breweries in Japan, and certainly probably the oldest in the Osaka region. They started in 1996 and began brewing in 1997. The founder was a man named Oshita Masaji, and he was a liquor distributor but wanted to branch out into making beer, and he bought a facility for his 3 daughters to work in as brewers. Unfortunately, the daughters had no experience as brewers, so like many small Japanese breweries, the founder or funder or owner simply said, "Hey, you make the beer." And basically that's what happened at Minoh. For about 5 years they were making extract beers, not terribly high quality. But over time, one of the daughters, whose name was Kaori, Oshita Kaori, studied more, went around Japan and got help from other brewers and became a very good brewer. So their beer has definitely improved in quality over the years, and they have basically 4 facilities where you can sample their beer easily. The brewery, the warehouse, and the beer belly in Tosabori, and the beer belly in Tenma. Beer belly are pubs, and they have a brew pub in the beer belly in Tosabori, in just a part of downtown Osaka. And so you can get their beers there. I would recommend Beer Belly Tenma for the widest variety of their beers. And so, as I said, they made malt extract beers till about 2002, and then they switched over to all grain brewing. It was not an easy go at first, but over time the quality improved. And they began using a lot of local produce in their beer. For example, peaches. They make a weizen with peaches in it, and yuzu, Japanese citrus fruit. They make a very nice white wit beer with yuzu in it. And their double IPA, which is called W-IPA, is the beer that really caught our attention years ago in Osaka, and so we've been following them for a long time, and that was a beer we always had to try whenever we saw it to see how it was, because at one point it was probably the best craft beer in Japan, and but the quality was variable. Sometimes it was good, sometimes it was off. The last time I had it, it was quite on again and quite good. I had it at a festival. And Minoh also has an annual anniversary party at their brewery. It used to be a wild event. They would charge a little over $20 for all you can drink all afternoon, and there were hundreds of people drinking and drinking and drinking and passing out, and so since then they have limited that to a ticket system for beers, and limited the hours as well. The head brewer, Oshita Kaori, is also the CEO, and she attends a lot of festivals every year. So if you go to a beer festival in Japan, you'll probably see her at the Minoh Beer booth, and you can talk to her about Minoh Beer if you'd like. So they make, again, a pale ale, weizen, a stout, and a double IPA. Good lineup, I think, for these for a brewery. And they make them all pretty well. And today, what we're going to look at is this stout which Minoh is quite proud of for winning awards. I think the first one they won was in maybe 2000, 2004, I'm not sure. A very small contest in Europe, and in fact it was frequented by a lot of Japanese brewers to get an award somewhat easily, I think. But also at the World Beer Cup as well, they've entered this beer and won awards. So they call it the world's best stout. You try it, you tell me if you think it is. I think it's probably not bad, we'll see. On RateBeer, this one has 111 ratings, an average score of 3.42 out of 5, and a percentile rating of 67, and that's for all beers on RateBeer, and a 60 percentile rating for its style, which is stout. It's a 5.5%, and on the label they say it has 32 IBUs, so reasonable IBUs, international bittering units. So the bittering component of hops, and it's pretty reasonable. It's not over the top for bittering. Let's give this a go. Okay, so it pours out a very dark black brown, completely opaque, no visibility through it, and we're getting like 3 fingers of really solid tan head here. Pretty heavy, kind of rocky sort of head. Aroma, very fruity, chocolatey, coffee, prunes, overripe raisins. Flavor is also chocolatey, very pleasant light roast malt and light chocolate, touch of coffee. It has a little bit of licorice near the end. And the character overall is very gentle, kind of burnt malt character, roasty, very roasty malt character. Low carbonation, very creamy in the mouth. I wonder if they put oats, but they don't have oats on the ingredients at all here. Okay, so this is a nice, rich, flavorful stout. It's fairly mild. It's not gonna knock your socks off. It's not an imperial by any means. It's a basic stout, and in fact, the awards they've won at this WBC are for dry stout. So give it a try. I think you might find this. They are easy to find in the Osaka area, the Kansai area of Japan. You can find Minoh in supermarkets and lots of stores. And in Tokyo, I think you can probably find it in many Minoh beers and many craft beer bars, on tap as well. So give it a try and see what you think. See if you think it's the world's best stout, or even if it's not the world's best, how good do you think it is? Let me know. Send a comment and subscribe to the channel. We're going to be doing beer after beer after beer after beer. I'm generally doing series of Japanese beers, and we will do one more Minoh beer before we finish them. Okay, well, that's it for today. You take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.